here we go. Well, I've got some news for you guys and girls watching my YouTube and Facebook. I see now we've got some black toner. We picked up some black toner yesterday, so we're all set when the black toner cartridge finally runs out. And it looks like it's getting low. It hasn't had the low toner message yet, but it looks like it will soon. And once that low toner message kicks in, it means the cartridge will run out very quickly. So, yeah, got to keep track of that. We've got enough toner. I don't know how much toner we're going to need for me to keep going, but anyway, I'll just have to say indefinitely. I wonder what background colour we're going to give this, if we're going to give it a background colour. We're not. I've just decided we're not. This will be an interesting piece we've got. Is that yeah, that's saturation. I thought that was contrast. So, right. Hue's going to be a little hotter. It's going to stick our sharpness where we normally do it. Now we're going to the brightness. Okay, we're not doing... The copy density will disappear once I hit the red button. So I've hit red and now it's gone back to middle, and the brightness is what we're using. We can't use contrast with brightness. Oh, the colour balance, of course. Oops, how much black are we going to put in there? Going to leave the black in the middle for this. I think there's a lot of black on this original. So now we're going to reverse it. So, going to add a background colour, stuff it. I don't know which one we're going to add for this. It's going to be blue. If it's going to be red, I think we're going with red, and we're just going to set the rest of this shitter up. Okay, let's see what we can do with this original. This original is dairy milk, Cadbury dairy milk, packed with picnic. It says yum. Oh yes, it was yum. It definitely lived up to that. It was definitely yum. It was very delicious. So now we're just going to make an interesting demo with this piece of wrapping. That's why I buy my chocolates. Not so much because I enjoy it, but because I like to make demos with the wrapping paper. But I have to buy a different one every time. And there's so many different types of chocolate just going into a Coles supermarket. But it's really nice anyway to try different flavours and different types of treats. And it goes nicely with my tea, which I typically have after I've done my demos. So my post-demo tea break is really nice to have with the chocolate. So let's see how we go. Whoa, that looks interesting. I don't know if I like it totally. It came out interesting. It looks good. I'm wondering if we're going to do another one, or if we're gonna, I don't know whether I'm gonna do another one of these. So I'm wondering if I'm just gonna, yeah, we'll do another. We'll just play with the buttons again and try it again and make it look even better. I think maybe the enlargement's too big. Maybe if we reduced it slightly so we can get more of it in. But fortunately now I have a brand new micro SD card in this phone now, so we've got plenty of room for prolongated demos for a while at least. Now I'm wondering if we're going to make, the red looks wishy-washy, but it still looks good overall. It'll probably get darker when I've played around with it a bit. The brightness is on the darkest, the red's on full. probably nothing else I can do to make it more strong than that. So now we're just going to try another piece, another movement of this. So let's see how that went with a bit of extra, with a little less enlargement. It's not easy controlling movement, if you want to know, folks. It's very difficult, to say the least. Movement is extremely difficult to control. Now that looks interesting, but we still haven't got much on the glass where we want it. So that's that one. That looks interesting, but it's upside down, of course. But the colours look good, but we don't have much of the product on there. So we're just going to quickly do that to keep the machine in play. So now we're probably going to put it further up, closer to the edge, so I can get more of it to come out on the glass, hopefully, when I'm moving it. It's really difficult trying to get this down pat, trying to get a really good result out of this, out of a piece of wrapper like this. Takes a little bit of fart-assing around. Sometimes I get it first go, sometimes it takes forever, seems to take forever. Now this isn't perfect, but we don't have to make it look necessarily like an advertisement for Picnic or for Cadbury. After all, they're capitalist piggies. You know, what we eat from them is just to make them money. I don't think they really care about chocolate, just like the photocopier industry doesn't care about their photocopiers and how they're made and what value they are. They just make them because they like the money. It's a lucrative business running a company that makes photocopiers, and I think chocolate is very lucrative too. Chocolate's a lot cheaper than photocopiers per unit, of course we all know that, but basically it's still the same. It's both making money, and these people, I mean, I think maybe the chocolate people do a better job than the people in the dumbass photocopier industry. So it's hard to tell sometimes, but they're all assholes, you know, they all love their money. They don't care about the product so much as how much money they can make from it. That'll be it. Okay, we're going to use this as a master copy. But we don't have to make this look like a fucking ad. We don't want to advertise them, really. I don't eat the same thing over and over again with this stuff. And I'm doing this. Basically, if I wasn't demoing, I probably wouldn't be eating the chocolate. But that looks really dark. I'm just wondering if we've gone a bit too far with the red. And it's bright. I'm wondering if I like it or not. I'm wondering if maybe that could have been emphasised more, but it's very leery. It's extremely leery. I'm wondering, we're just going to go with it. It should look good as a mirror image once we've finished it. The red's really leery or bright, extremely bright. Yeah, so this is the other quadrant. So we're making this is going to be a 4-piece mirror image. So there's our second quadrant. Already the first one's showing signs of curling, which is not good for a demo like this. It's not easy to do a demo when these, or to complete a demo when these things keep curling all the time. So let's see how we go here. But yeah, if I wasn't demoing, I probably wouldn't have this chocolate shit. But it tastes good. It's nice. It's a nice little treat to have with a cup of tea in the afternoon after I've finished my demos and I've started uploading them, or in the process of uploading them. Okay, let's see how these come out. That's one. And that's 2. Right, let's see how this looks. Okay, let's see if maybe it looks really good, because we've got it so bright and leery, the red, and we didn't change. I don't think we changed any of the controls in the color editing section, or edit colour or whatever they call it. I forgot what they call it, even though I use it almost every day or every whatever. Anyway, now we've got it together. I like it. I think that looks really nice. Now I can call it quits.